Today I'm doing some pole ripping. These are some 3-inch poles that I get at a local mill and they're treated. They're over 3 inches though, that's almost 4 1/4. But I'm going to rip these in half, and that's what I'm using for the fascia board on the root cellar. And it's kind of makes a nice half log look, rustic, looks pretty cool. Nothing is going to be real precise. I'm just going to chalk a line down it and run the saw down it, just holding it level. This isn't going to be anything real precise. I just chalk the line down the center of it, approximately. And I'll just rip it with this saw here. It's a 8 1/2 inch blade, so it won't go all the way through, but then I'll roll it over and cut it from the other side, and then we'll see how it looks. I'm just going to hold this saw about what I think is level, and it turns out pretty close. Well, I got it pretty close. You can tell where it's going, when I'm cutting a little bit harder, you can tell I'm a little bit off. But I'm going to take this old planer here I got and kind of knock those ridges off. Well, that's probably pretty good. Now what I'll do is I'll come in a little bit and truck another line there to make a straight edge on that. I'm going to shoot for like 3.5 inches. I don't need to rip much off of this pole to make it straight on one edge, so I'm just going to use a cordless saw. These work surprisingly well. And there I go, I got another fascia board. This one's more like about 5 inches thick. See how close this one goes. This old planer works pretty good for leveling up that wood. This one's quite a bit thicker and it got twisted a little bit when I was cutting from the back side. So that's what you got to do, I guess. only have 1.5 inch allowed for the plywood overhang where the fascia board fits, so since this board was quite a bit thicker, I had to thin it up a little bit with the draw knife. Now that I got some fresh wood showing, I'm going to darken it up a little bit with this vinegar and steel wool concoction. You just take some vinegar and you stick some steel wool in there and let it set for a few days. And it gives the wood a darkened, distressed look. It would have eventually darkened up on its own, but I wanted to speed it up a little bit, so I used my concoction on it. That don't look too bad. Each side there is 1/2 of that pole I split, I ripped up. So everything matched up pretty good in the peak. So that's the story of the pole ripping. Kind of like the way that looks. Well, the weather changed to winter now. Crazy wind. But I got this all enclosed before the snow flew. I had to extend the frames of the door and the window to allow for the stone facade that we're going to put around here later. And I got a small double hung window we put in there and some more of that log trim around the window. And for this door frame, I just took some of those bridge planks and I ripped them in half and put that around there and had a small 4x6 I put across the top. And I was fortunate enough when I found this door, I found it on clearance. And I guess it was slightly damaged, but they had the price reduced way down. I guess that's the damage right there that they were talking about. But this is a $269 door. I got it for $75, so I thought that was really a sweet deal. It's all insulated and glass with grills in it. So now I got this all enclosed now before the snow flew. And that really feels good now. Now I can just work inside. Okay, thank you for watching.